Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to look at 4 tanks that are never ever played. No one's playing them. Some of them are shit, and there is a good reason why nobody is playing some of these tanks. Now, first up, we have the Rudolph. Of course, it is a Christmas tank. It was in the Christmas Battle Pass some years ago. Now, you know, even though we're leading up to Christmas, people are still not going to play this tank. In fact, only I think about 4 players have played this tank over the last 90 days. It's not a tank that you ever see, and it's quite weird to actually see a tank like this when it's like June or July, because it's called Rudolph. It's a Christmas tank, and yeah, it's very, very rare to see this tank, not just in June or July, but also even now November, December. It's not a tank that you see at all in the game anymore. Now, it is basically a Sherman tank. Now, there are a load of Shermans back in sort of tier 6. There's a load of Shermans, tier 5 and tier 6, in fact, and even tier 7 there's a Sherman. But yeah, Shermans have kind of been phased out. They used to be really, really popular. People loved the Shermans. I mean, those of you that remembered Martin Dogger, the old YouTuber, his favourite tanks was the Sherman. Absolutely loved them. And they were very popular. They were very, very popular tanks back in the day. Nowadays, not so much. And like I said, for this one in particular, yes, it is a Christmas tank. Yes, it was for free. Well, I don't think it was for free. Sorry, it was in the Battle Pass. But still only 4 people have played this tank in the last 90 days. Moving on to tank number 2. Next up, we have another tank that is kind of average. It is the Triumphant. Now, again, this is a Battle Pass tank. I think most of these in this list is actually a Battle Pass tank. Yeah, absolutely got wrecked there. Basically a T-34-85, different version, Battle Pass tank. And yeah, it's not great. It isn't great at all. And as you can see, I just got annihilated by the T-25-2. Not very popular. Again, I think only 4 people have played this tank in the last 90 days. So nobody is playing the Triumphant. Moving on to tank number 3. Next up, we have the Outcast. Again, another tier 6 Battle Pass tank. Now, I actually don't mind this tank. I think it's decent. Not the best tanks, of course, but the Battle Pass tanks have never been the best. Well, I say never been the best tanks. We had the occasional 1 or 2 tanks that were really, really good, but other than that, most of them have been either really, really bad or average. That is all they've been. But the Outcast, I think 6 players have played this in the last 90 days. Now, one thing I do miss is when it comes to Battle Passes is these tanks. You know, it was a great way to add a new tank in your garage, even though it's a tier 6 for very little price. Now, I used to always recommend buying a Battle Pass, always, every single month, not because you just get a free tank, but also with the price you're paying, like £5 or something like that, you're getting a tank. You're also getting a tier 4 tank at the early stages of the Battle Pass. And on top of that, you're getting the gold, you're getting the free XP, you're getting the goodies. So the Battle Pass was always worth getting. A lot of people just got it for the tank, which even that was worth it, because some of these tanks, the Cryos, for example, were actually very, very, very good. But yeah, some were quite bad. I'm not going to lie. Some tanks were actually really, really bad. And even I can't freaking penetrate that AT2. So yeah, all these tanks are in the Battle Pass. And like I said, I do think Wargaming should reintroduce these tanks, because that was the best thing about the Battle Pass. I don't know why they stopped it. I don't recommend the Battle Pass never at all ever nowadays, because the main reward is a freaking camouflage. Like, very, very hard to do just to get a camouflage. You have to play a lot of games just to get a camouflage. Where back when you used to earn a tank, a tier 6 tank, it was actually worth putting that little bit of effort in. But yeah, the Outcast not played, and only actually played by 6 people in the last 90 days. Moving on to the final tank in this list, and again, it is a Battle Pass tank, a tier 6 tank, the Shadow Hunter. Now again, I don't actually mind this tank. There are a lot of battle pass tanks that I don't mind, of course, but there are better tanks out there. But again, 6 people have played this tank over the last 90 days. So battle pass, like I've just said. So does anyone even buy a battle pass anymore? Surely Wargaming should see that in the sales. Surely, since they've removed the tanks from the battle pass, surely they should see that they haven't sold as many battle passes. You'd have thought they would look at that. Maybe they have, I don't know, but you'd have thought they wouldn't, because most people would buy the battle pass to get the battle pass tank. If there is no battle pass tank in the battle pass, then why would you buy a battle pass? Like, I don't think it's worth it. Yes, it's still cheap in a way, but I still don't think it is worth buying if you don't get a tier 6 tank. I get, again, for the level 1, if you buy the battle pass, you can get a tier 4 tank, but they're very repetitive, like very repetitive. They might do the Lux and then something else, and the month after that they do the Lux again. So yeah, it can be very, very repetitive. So that's one thing that I would suggest to Wargaming, is reintroduce these tanks, because people want to see them. Like, yeah, even if they're not the greatest of tanks, people still want these tanks because they're getting it for a very good price. Like, because it's a very good price when it is in the battle pass tank, in the battle pass, sorry. And another thing that I've noticed since Wargaming have stopped putting these tanks in the battle pass, they don't really sell them much. And you would go through the history, look at all these battle pass tanks and see how many people are playing, because the majority of them, unless they are OP, they never get played. So do something about it, like either make them strong, like make them really strong so people actually play it, or because there are a lot of new players in the game, they haven't had the opportunity to get these tanks. So they should sell them more often, because that's one thing they don't do. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose to make them kind of rare, because, you know, they used to be battle pass and they're not no more, so you're never going to be able to get these tanks again. I don't know, but they're not that great to do that. They're not that special. Maybe like a Kenny Otsu, yeah, I understand, but they're not. Most of them are even less than average. So they should sell them, because what is the point of having so many tanks in the game that are just never played? Surely that's making the game go slower or something like that. They could remove these tanks and nobody would even batter an eyelid. Like, nobody would even realize they removed these from the game. So they need to do something, whether they sell them again. But one thing for sure, I still think they definitely need to reintroduce these battle pass tanks into this battle pass. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.